Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, this person right here. She's my sister Yasmin. For those who don't know her name is Yasmin. And for something you else don't know is that she's single. Sad face. And I'm married. And so right now we're gonna do kind of like a Q&A of single and married. She's gonna ask me questions about being married, and I'm gonna ask her single questions, that everybody wants to know. So, okay, do you want to start first? Or you want to do rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I have a list because I need to know everything. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it. Okay. Oh, so that means you ask me a question. If I lose, you ask me a question.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
I
don't want to look at the questions.
Oh.
No, I don't want to look at.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Okay, just ask whatever. Go. She has a list too. She's not just looking at her dick.
All right. Okay. What is like the main key of having Hold on, I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Okay. What is the key of making your marriage work, or making a marriage work?
Oh my gosh, that question is very. I think it's like a question that if you hear the answer, it's gonna be something that everybody tells you. Basically, communication, being faithful, and being respectful towards each other. But honestly, I feel like with my marriage, I feel like it's a lot of communication because me, I argue a lot, and I'm sure you've probably heard us, and I've told you about us arguing. And I think that a lot of our problems can be solved if we communicated better. So I think that's a really big thing, communication and being able to enjoy each other's company. Because if you don't enjoy each other's company, then your whole relationship is going to be so boring. If you can't enjoy each other just sitting down, then you're not gonna really, because I feel like a long relationship, probably 75% of the time, you're just gonna be in bed. Not having sex, if you're just having sex all the time, then okay, good for you. But that's just, communication, having fun with each other. Obviously be respectful towards each other. Pretty much that. I feel like that's what it is. I feel like that's what makes my relationship last.
Do you get negative comments about being married so young?
Oh, definitely. Everybody tells me, oh, why'd you get married so young? You still have so much to live. And they tell me, they basically tell me I have such a long time to be able to settle down, and that I should focus on myself and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't think there's an appropriate age, a specific age that people should get married at. There are people that are 60 and just get married, Mm-hmm. So if you get married at 18 or at 30, it doesn't matter. You can be with the right person, but you never get married, because there's some people that don't want to get married. Mm-hmm. But I really just let them say whatever, because obviously they have their own opinions.
Did it ever bother you at one point?
Oh yeah, it still kind of bothers me sometimes, because it's they say that because they've never really been in a good relationship. Mm-hmm. I honestly, truly, 100% believe that people who say that is because they haven't found the one. Let's say someone asked me, okay, let's say you asked me, oh, don't you ever feel weird that you're married young? You're 25, and you haven't really been.
Thank you.
You really haven't been close to marriage, so of course you're gonna say that, and maybe you feel that way because you've gained a lot of experience from being with people. That sounds bad, but you've been, with guys, and you've obviously gained experience, and people are gonna think, oh, don't you want, to experiment more and stuff like that. And everybody has their own views on that kind of thing. So I'm happy. I think that's what matters. And how many people can say that they've been in a relationship since they were in high school? You given up on trying to find somebody?
Have I given up?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, how do I put it? I haven't given up to find somebody or given up on love.
No, have you given up on finding somebody? I guess those are basically the same thing. Because if you find somebody, that obviously means you love them. So
No, not exactly. When you're finding somebody, it's because you just want to settle down. You're tired of being alone. But when you give up on love...
Okay, have you given up on love?
No.
You haven't?
No, I'm a helpless romantic, so...
So you're still hopeful?
Yeah.
That's good. I think you should be.
Do you think getting married has, like, slowed down your life in any way?
Getting married? Has it slowed down my life?
Like, has it stopped you...
From doing things?
Like, you, personally, like, has it stopped you from doing something you want to do?
I don't think so, because he really pushes me to do whatever I want. Like, right now, he's 100% okay with me continuing to go to college. I told him, like, oh, what if I have to take out, like, a student loan or something? He's all like, well, then we'll take out a student loan, you know, and we'll just pay that back. So, I mean, I don't think it has slowed down anything, honestly. I think it's actually better because then you have that extra support on, like, things you want to do in life. So, do you like being single? Let's go closer.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody wants to see your body.
Oh, okay. Do I like being single? Yes and no.
Okay. Continue.
Yes, because I don't have to come back to somebody. If I don't want to be at home, I can just leave. Mm-hmm. Having to worry about them. Mm-hmm. And how do I put it? Sometimes I like my alone time. I like being alone. Mm-hmm. It's the point where you start to feel lonely. Mm-hmm. People confuse the two. You know, I like to be alone, but I don't like to feel lonely. So I guess, yeah, when I get to the point where I feel lonely, I'm like, yeah, I wish someone was here.
You're saying that you don't like to get home to somebody because you like to leave whenever you want. But honestly, when you find that person, you're going to want to come home every day. You're going to want to see them every day.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when I'm single...
That's how you feel right now. Because
yeah, that's why I say that. But if I were to be with somebody, of course I would be excited to come home. Yeah,
so... I guess... So that's what you're saying, like yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are days like when, after a very rough day at work, dealing with people and personalities, and yes, I want to come home to somebody and like just vent, you know? But I can't.
Do you watch porn? Put it down. There's like information on there.
I don't watch porn, but I have watched porn.
So you don't watch porn now that you're single? Well, since you're single?
No. What does it do for me?
I don't know. There's some people that watch porn.
I have watched it. Like if I get curious on certain things, I look it up, and obviously porn's gonna pop up. But being single and ready to mingle, guys that I have dated, they come up with the weirdest shit ever that they want to try. Mm-hmm. So I look it up and I'll be like, if I don't like it, I'm like, oh hell no. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, if I'm curious, I'm a very curious person. So I'm like, all right, I guess we'll try it.
Are you waiting to get back with one of your exes?
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Do you think that your insecurities with your body is what stops you from going out there meeting people?
Like meeting?
Or meeting or talking to people?
No.
No? Not at all? So you're confident if you were to, like, if there's someone, like, really hot, you'd text them? Or message them or whatever?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Dang.
I mean,
holy shit.
Like, I am shy, but, like, with my... How do I put this? But when you're in the moment...
Not in the moment of sex. Like meeting people.
In the moment of meeting someone, I don't really care. Yeah, I am shy. Like, I'm nervous. Like, I'm nervous the whole time. Because nobody likes rejection, you know? But usually, I never make the move on anybody because me personally, me as a person, I have kind of like tunnel vision. If I'm out, I'm not worried about everybody else. Mm-hmm. Or if I see a cute guy or whatever, Like, I'm not gonna approach them. Like, I'm focused on what I'm gonna do. Like, I might look at them, and if they see me, I might smile, or like, I might wink at them, like flirt back with them. But other than that, I won't.
No? No. Damn. I wish I had your confidence if I was single.
Do you ever have doubts that your marriage will fail?
Do you ever have doubts that my marriage will fail? Of course. All the time. Most of the time it's when we argue, of course. But sometimes when we argue, I'm just like, I can't put up with this shit anymore. Like, most of the time we argue about the same thing over and over again. Like I said, communication is key. And he just exhausts me so much. And sometimes he just doesn't want to listen. And then I hate when we argue that he just doesn't like to talk to me. He just ignores me because he's like, I'm going to give you space. And I'm not the type of person who needs space. You need to talk to me right away before I leave your ass. You know, so I do have lots of fears and doubts about a relationship. So, I mean, I think it just comes naturally. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some people that go a long time without having those doubts, and then like something bad happens, not like necessarily like cheating or unfaithfulness, just like something big, and you just start to doubt your relationship. Do you ever think that you're single because you may be the problem?
Oh my God.
Or you don't like to think of that?
I don't think anybody ever wants to think that. Like, oh shit, you know, probably I am the issue. Sometimes it pops into my head, like, when I'm alone and with my thoughts. Like, maybe, how do I put this? Like, maybe I am like a stepstone just to get to where they probably want to get in life. Like, I'm just what words am I looking for?
Like a passerby?
Yeah, just
but you also have to think that those people are also that to you. So, you know, let's say this person, it didn't work out with them, you obviously learn something from the relationship, and you learn, oh, what can I do differently so I'm not stuck with another asshole, or you know, so
I mean, yeah, those thoughts pop into my head. Like, maybe I'm just a pasa tiempo, like just to pass the time. Sometimes, yeah, I have confidence. I have some confidence, but there are times I'm like, maybe it's the way I look. Guess, you know, but then it goes away.
Good, because you shouldn't think that.
How did you know that was the one that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with?
Ooh, I think I've told you this, that when I first started dating him, I started dating him freshman year. And I seriously thought that I was just gonna last 3 months with him, and that I was like, whatever, like, he's just some person that I just randomly talk to. But then we continued to stay together, and then he was the first person to say I love you, and I'm like, oh, there's a fuzz. And I was like, oh, don't say I love you, like, you know, just because, you know. And I don't think I said I love you until like we were like 6 or 8 months together, and he said it like 2 months into our relationship. And I think I honestly didn't think he was the one until maybe, I want to say like 2 years.
2 years into your relationship?
Like, before...
But what, how did that just pop into your head?
I don't really think you can ever, like, it just pops into your head. I think you just start to really believe it and feel it, and, you know... Oh, I know it. It was after the whole Angel thing. That's when I felt like, yep, this is the guy I want to be with. When I stopped talking to Angel, and I was like, you know, nobody is worth giving up someone this amazing, someone this special to me. And at first, you know, when we first dated, I was like, oh, I just want to be with him because, you know, he was the first person I had sex with, and, you know, he's the first real serious relationship. But then after that, you know, I was like, you know, no, like, I actually want to be with this guy. So I think that was like 2 years into our relationship.
What is it like to have sex with one person for the rest of your life?
Ooh, That's a toughie. It's not really, but how does it feel to have sex with one person? It doesn't feel bad. I don't really regret just having sex with him. I'm glad because to me, sex is like a really big thing. You know, everybody has their views on sex, you know. So, I mean, some people don't mind, you know, sleeping around or something like that. But I personally think that sex is a big deal. And if you have sex with somebody, I feel like you're just kind of like giving away the goodies, you know. Like, so I'm kind of happy and I'm okay with just being with him for the rest of my life because you kind of like learn and grow and, you know, you can fully appreciate each other, you know, without thinking back, or you don't really compare each other, or you're not constantly worried, oh, is he comparing me to some other girl that he's been with, or he's not thinking like, oh, is she comparing me to another guy, is my dick not big enough or something like that, you know. And so I mean, I'm honestly really okay with it.
Speaking of that, I actually had a guy always ask me, he's like, is my penis size, you know,
A problem?
a problem? Like,
Ooh.
does it satisfy me? And I'm like,
Is the boo.
and I was all telling him, like, I have no issue with your parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're good. Like, stop asking. Like, that's a turn off for me. If the guy keeps asking me, like,
Honestly, I don't think, maybe to some people it does matter, like the size or whatever, right? I mean, honestly, I don't even think, obviously my opinion doesn't matter because, you know, I've only been with one. So I think that if you're with someone who's small or humongous that it doesn't even go all the way inside, then obviously when it comes to you and your partner, that's why you're together, because then you try to work things and find what's good for you and stuff, like, you know. So honestly, I mean, most of the time I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, women can't just have orgasms just by penetration alone. There, you have to have some sort of stimulation on the clitoris. So, I mean, yeah, so, yeah. I mean, there's like other things to do besides just, right there, I mean, there's several things to do besides just
and it's
penetrating.
going to be in another segment.
Yes. Sex with Yasmin and all that.
Does your sex life, like, become, like, dead after a while? Like, does it become a routine?
Right now, I don't think we've had sex in probably 2 weeks.
Oh, God.
And honestly, I feel like sometimes I feel like he doesn't really care if I finish, I guess. Sometimes I honestly don't think he does. So it's sometimes like I don't want to if all it is him just pleasing himself and then I'm just left unsatisfied. So that's why sometimes I'm just like, no, I don't feel like it or anything, because I'm just scared that that's what's gonna happen. And so like sometimes I've told you, like, I don't know if I've told you, but sometimes, you know, I make sure that I finish first and then I leave him, because, you know, I'm like, okay, this is how it feels when you don't satisfy your partner, because it kind of sucks when, you know, you kind of want to and then they don't give a shit about you and they finish themselves and they just turn over or go to the restroom and that's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are times when it's just the same thing, the same position, just like I'm pretty sure it is with any relationship, whether you're married or just dating somebody for a long time. I think there are parts where, you know, you just want sex all the time, and I'm pretty sure there are parts where, you know, you kind of don't want to, because then it kind of falls into like a repetitive thing where you're just doing the same thing all the time, and then it kind of gets boring. And that's when, you know, you do something that's exciting, and then it brings your sex life back. What's it like to have sex with whoever and whenever you want?
How do I put it? Like, I don't want to make it seem like I hook up with, like, so many people. Like, I usually go back to a person that I had that kind of relationship with. It's not like an ex. It's doing it whenever. It's usually I have to be the one and be like, yeah, let's hook up.
Mm-hmm. So you're the one that has to say it?
Yeah, because I can't do it on their terms.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
I don't know. It just is how I am. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm being used.
But then you're using them.
I know. It's weird. Because then, I guess it's a mental thing. Like, if they use me, then shit, I'm going to feel like crap later.
Now, how do you think they feel?
I don't give a damn.
Okay, well, I think that's all the questions we have for this single lady and this married lady.
Married gal.
Yes, I am married. Happily married. It may look like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm being serious. Well, I guess that's it, and I hope you enjoyed this little insight into this part of the single life and my married life or whatever. It was kind of like not really like really. Are you really checking your message while we're saying bye?
I'm sorry.
They might as well be together. Anyways, I guess we should end this because she's just gonna keep checking her messages. Okay, well guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.